Hey guys, enter the stars, and we have discovered the secret behind Bluetooth. This video is going to be amazing. First, we're going to get into the last video that I uploaded about Jay-Z and his music video 444, because this ties in to Bluetooth. This also ties in to Vikings, the series that I just finished watching. Watched all 4 seasons of it. Now I'm going to give a little commentary on this last video because a lot of people were confused. Jay-Z just uploaded a music video for his album and song named 444. Now, not only did he upload this, what you're going to hear is he talks about Bluetooth. Listen. This is an excerpt from his music video. We hear the Bluetooth. Now, I do know that Blue Ivy is his daughter's name, but this goes very deep. This is why he's mentioning the tooth. We're going to get into this. Now, what you're looking at here is a film called 444, The Last Day on Earth. It released in 2011, 2012. It's got the same name as Jay-Z's video. And here we see the snake eating its tail. But we also see the blue tooth prominently shown, matching up, overlaying Jay-Z's video. Watch. There's the blue tooth right here. It seems to be highlighted. And in this movie, it's the end of the world. It's the last days on Earth. She's painting this picture of the Ouroboros. The Ouroboros is the snake eating its tail. It's time. It's the sine wave. It is sin. Watch.
As though our tradition were against life. And
so this goes on. We see many overlays of these people just all spaced out because they know the world's coming. And we see the same voodoo. It's like this voodoo stare in this black woman here. This is from the film again. I call it the voodoo stare. See her eyes? And everyone is spaced out because the world's going to end. This released right around the time of 2012 when all of this end of the world stuff was going on. And here they're laying in the middle of the Ouroboros. And there is time, signifying the time wave, sin, the sine wave, which is the snake. The dust eating dust, that was the curse of the dust. The serpent will go on his dust and eat dust all the days of his life. That brings us back to what we're going to talk about now, and that is Bluetooth. Now this is crazy because Bluetooth was named after Harold Bluetooth, the Viking. This is crazy. The name was named after Harold the Viking. I just got done watching the Viking. Harold Bluetooth, it says right here in the Bluetooth Wikipedia page. I'm not making this up. Now, what's so special about Harold Bluetooth, other than he had a bluish black tooth? This is why they named him Harold Bluetooth. Well, Bluetooth's grandfather was Sigurd, snake in the eye. He had an Ouroboros. He was born with an Ouroboros in his pupil. A snake biting its own tail, which we just showed you in this film. And we just showed you how Jay-Z referenced this in his 444 music video. Now this was prophesied by his mother Oslog. So we had Harold Bluetooth, which is what Bluetooth was named after. We showed you the Ouroboros, and then his grandfather, Sigurd, snake in the eye, had an Ouroboros in his eye. Now, all of this was depicted in the Vikings on the History Channel, which I just got done watching. They even showed the Ouroboros surrounding Floki. Who is Floki? Well, he was like the Loki character of the Vikings, and he was being punished, and they tied him to a pole. And then Ragnar, the king, drew an Ouroboros around Loki. Now it states here that Herald Bluetooth, that the Bluetooth insignia, the sign for the logo for the Bluetooth, which is here, this sign is a rune symbol. That's two rune symbols actually superimposed on one another, the Hagal and the Bajarkan. So I looked those up, and look what I found. The Hagal means hail, like snow, and the other word, Birkanen, means birch. So this is hail and the birch tree. Now, here are the different instances where it's talked about, and they talk about serpents. Hail is cold grain. They describe it as cold grain coming from heaven. They do talk about Christ in here, but I believe they're trying to mix the good with evil. The birch part of the symbol, they talk about that too. That this birch has no fruit, yet it can generate new life from its leaves. This may be something that has to do with the insemination of the serpent in the human race. Why do you say that, Casey? Because the Bluetooth is a personal area network. Yes, it is a PAN, a personal area network that reaches 33 feet to 330 feet. Where have we heard that number before? At Pan's Grotto, at the foot of Mount Hermon, where the fallen angels came down at 33 degrees north parallel. And now for the ultimate truth. Just as Moses raised up a serpent in the wilderness for the Israelites, the Son of Man will be raised up on a pole. Those were Jesus' words. This, what you're looking at, is the gelling stone of Herald Bluetooth. Here he depicts Christ. They're saying it's a tree wrapped around him. But on this other side, they admit that this is a serpent wrapped around a lion. On this left side here. Who is the Lion of the tribe of Judah? That would be Christ. Here they call it a tree wrapped around Christ. Here they're saying it's a serpent wrapped around a lion. You do the math and think about Jesus' words of what he said, comparing himself being crucified to the serpent in the wilderness of Moses. Why would Jesus say that? Because Jesus had to come and correct the blue blood by spilling his red, pure blood. Remember, the serpent in the wilderness was bronze, which is 88% copper. Copper makes blue blood. There are organisms on this planet with copper-based blood. Mollusks, spiders, centipedes, and squid. Are you starting to understand what all this really means? And why we need Jesus' purifying blood? Do you get this now? This wasn't some empty sacrifice. This is a sacrifice of all ages. The sacrifice to correct our blood. being born again. You can't make this up, you guys. Take care and be safe.